I can do that now.
Let me send Calgron a message just to check what's going on with him.
Where was the link to that?
It's under streaming. In the Discord, there's a streaming section.
So I do have one question because I'm always curious about because I remember playing. There'd always be, and I talked to people who'd be in like 5 different char games. Did you guys end up fighting or using diplomacy with Orkard?
They didn't play that part of the story.
Oh,
This group came in later.
okay.
Although Orkard is working with them right now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because they found him in Isik. He was working for the Heroes of Char, but they were defeated, and the remnants of his mercenary group are still hiding out here.
I mean, Orkard ended up working with our group too. So
I thought your group just told him to get lost.
we did, but then he came back later.
Oh yeah, well that was way later. He came back. But
Oh yeah. After our anticlimactic duel that I forced.
All right.
I wanted his sword.
Well, yeah, it looks like a really cool sword.
Well, I was like the only person in my group that wanted to fight him, so I challenged him to a duel, and I got my ass kicked.
He isn't really meant to be fought one-on-one.
No, if I had gotten
at least not
lucky
at that level.
No, yeah, if I had gotten really lucky and kept him just stunning strikes, maybe, but I got him stunned once, and then he knocked me to the ground and just beat me.
Calgrod has joined us. All right, looks like the whole crew is here. Welcome, Calgrod.
All right.
Hey, sorry for being late. Kind of let the time pass. Didn't realize it was already 11:10.
Yeah, that's fine. So we are on session 28.
Yes.
Calgrod, you were the previous scribe. Schroeder, you would be up this week. Are you good with scribing?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Calgrod, could we get a quick recap?
Yep. We had we ended last time with Schroeder cowering to Xanendor, which is the dragon form of Xana, the Shadowstalkers we met. So that confirmed to us that she was actually the dragon in human form when going under in the underground. She was asking what Schroeder was doing, and Schroeder managed to convince her that we were not planning to threaten her, but to learn more. And we learned a few things, that she had not been a shadow dragon for a while. We don't know exactly what she was before. She refused to share that. We said to her that Gavok was asking her to kill her so that we could defeat Malek, which she kind of which was kind of the base on which we decided to ally with her instead and try to ambush Gavok. So we managed to kind of pass a deal with her to make sure that her Drake ignores us while we stay in the keep and at the smithy. We settled there for a few hours until there is an unplanned visit from Gavok that seems to be always popping up when we are planning or discussing stuff about him. As the group finally decided to pull the trigger, as Gavok was in the area, Balefire and Schroeder were sent to warn the dragon, while we managed to kind of deceive Gavok in coming to the smithy to help us fight off some drakes. Actually that worked out. He came out in the courtyard, and we attacked there. And it's been a little bit back and forth because Gaivok seems to be kind of regenerating his defenses pretty regularly. And we are in the middle of the combat just at the time where actually Xander is actually coming up. And I think that's where we stopped.
Yes.
Yep.
And the thing we found out is that Gavok, it really doesn't like moonbeams.
True.
Doesn't like those
Yeah.
moonbeams. Alright. So, Nico, I believe it was your turn. What do you want to do?
I think I finished the round with a guiding bolt.
Oh, did you?
Would make
Yeah.
sense in the initiative order.
Oh, did I just not
Yeah.
further it? Yep. Alright, so you guiding bolt, or you did guiding bolt. That would pass to the next player. Next
So he's
person.
glowing right now.
Yes.
Because I think I rolled a 20. Yeah, I rolled a 26 to hit him, so.
So at the end of the turn, Gaivok would yell, "Fools, how do you intend to beat Malik without my help? You've doomed yourself." And Balefire, it's your turn.
I will step over here into a flank, and I have my. Oh, I'd say my what's it called? Shadow Blade. Yeah, attacking with my Shadow Blade.
Alright, you lunge forward using Calgrod as a distraction, gaining +2 as you attempt to strike with your Shadow Blade.
So that's gonna be a +11 then.
Yes, 24 would strike.
All right. I will do the damage separately though, since it's 2d8. So doing. If you're proficient with the weapon, I would still get like the dex bonus and stuff, right? Because it's a finesse.
Yeah, you can use your dex for the damage, because I
Right,
believe
so
it's a
it'd be-
finesse weapon.
So it'll be a 2d8 plus 5. 2d8. There we go. 2d8 plus 5. That's 17 plus the sneak attack, which is under. Sneak attack. There we go.
10. Alright, so you do 27 points of damage, disrupting.
Psychic damage.
Yeah, 27 psychic damage, disrupting his form further. He looks
Does
fairly
that
wounded.
break his concentration?
Let's see. Where's his saving throws? Alright, so con save. It does not.
Oh, gosh.
Alright. I will also attack with my offhand,
Alright.
which is my rapier. I'm gonna just do the normal roll, because I don't know, this isn't really set up well to do two weapon fighting. So let's look and see what the number is. Why didn't it go across? There we go.
17 would not hit, deflecting off an invisible barrier.
Alright. And yeah, I'll stay there.
Alright, at the end of your turn, looks like he does have one action left. Legendary. He turns towards you, forming a shadowy scythe, and cuts at you. There it is. Doesn't roll very well. 18 versus AC?
Nope.
Alright, so you dodge to the side as he cuts and does not strike. That's it for you, yes?
Yep.
So you end your turn in his aura. You would take 10 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And 1d6 of temporary point 2. So 6 points of temporary points.
All right. So I lose 4 damage then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Schroeder.
You get rid of the reaction used. I'm going to move over here. And I'm gonna try and hit him with a Mind Sliver again.
Alright, so you point at him chanting as you cast Mind Sliver. Go ahead and link it. 17, so he'll make an intelligence save. He actually is not too bad at 20, so he would make it.
I think that's the first time he's resisted my Mind Sliver this encounter.
Yeah, he was rolling pretty bad last time, but he resists this one, looking angrily towards you as his shadowy form bubbles a bit. Anything else?
That will be it.
Schroeder, you get, let's see, you get 8 temporary points.
Ooh, thank you.
Alright, so Guyvok goes. His...
So Moonbeam first.
Yeah. So he recharges his legendaries. Moonbeam. So that is a con save.
It's a DC 14 Constitution save, yes.
Alright, 17, so he makes it.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me some damage, though, because I know it's half.
I think I've rolled a 25. It's if you scroll up, it's I threw it at 4th level, and it's radiant damage, so probably 12 if he's taking half.
When did you roll it?
Last time when I cast it.
It's different every round, I believe. You have to roll it every round.
Well, the damage didn't apply because it's the first time I cast it. So okay, so I have to roll it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean when the damage actually takes place, we can use that roll. So go ahead, you can roll it now. Because I don't want to scroll all the way back
so
up.
that is actually 4d10. Right, so I will do that here. 1, 2. Oh, good. And do pretty well. Sorry,
Alright, so
I
21. So he would
yeah.
take 10 points of damage
Yeah.
as he is blasted by radiant energy. He is looking pretty wounded, and he has to make a concentration save,
Yes.
which he does make. Alright, so for his turn, he is going to look around angrily at all these new combatants coming in. He kind of looks towards Serbios and smiles and says, you've been abandoned. And he is going to let loose a large wave of shadow energy. I need con saves from everyone within 60 feet.
Is this a spell?
No, he just kind of throws his arms out, and this wave of energy comes crashing like a wave of water upon all of you.
I'm going to use one of my inspiration here.
The DC is, I want to say 17.
It's 5. Oh.
It's 17.
17, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so Serbios seems to be surrounded by some sort of shadowy tendrils when he is hit. Becoming restrained. As the Shadow Dragon is hit, it roars, taking no damage, but it would vanish.
No.
You would also notice that the drakes coming in would vanish as they are struck.
Uh-oh.
And for those of you who failed the saving throw...
Earlier, that was a banishment. Did he banish everybody?
It didn't seem to banish everyone. You all did not get banished, but if you failed the saving throw, you take 30 necrotic or 15 if you made it.
Okay.
Or if you have resistance to necrotic, you half it again. Or half it just once, depending on how you rolled. You would also see a large shield form around him from all that damage. But you also notice a figure coming in from the north now, from the door where Gaiva came from. What do you look like, Gustav? You muted?
Oh, here we go. My mouse is messing up. So Gustav... Up his picture. So Gustav has... you can tell he's kind of a half-elf, straight out. Just because he's got the pointy ears, he's got the blonde hair, but he has facial hair, which is definitely not a pure elven trait. But he's wearing pretty heavy armor, with kind of a green cloak and green undertones on it, but the armor is mostly steel. He has a shield on his back and several weapons. And he's got a holy cross symbol around his neck.
Oh. What kind of armor? Like plate?
Mechanically, it's just shitty chainmail.
Oh, okay. Chainmail is fine.
Some of us make it with that.
Alright.
And this is what he looks like. You can kind of see on the token, but I'll
Yeah.
reveal it.
Cool.
So, Gustav, give me an initiative roll.
We
Alright.
never saw him before, right? Is somebody...
No, you don't remember seeing him before this, whoever he was. You wonder if he followed Guyvok up here before the attack or something. But yeah, give me an initiative roll. You're marked as Glenn, so let me change that to Gustav.
Thank you.
Let's save that to your token. Also, for this turn, go ahead and take your turn now. What are you going to do?
Okay, so I come up on... basically everything I see, I'm able to see on the board. I can actually see in character.
Yeah, and if you don't see everything that's happening with your sight, you would hear sounds coming from the south in the fog.
Okay, because I see... there's a source of light up there, right?
Yes, it looks like it. Something's
Okay, that's,
lighting up the area over there.
Okay, so that's how I can see kind of what's going on. I see a group of people appear to be fighting. And so with what I've followed, just to kind of get a quick idea of what do I know who they're fighting?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I've just been following something. So I would just naturally take my 30 feet movement. Not really sure what's going on. I would definitely take my sword or my warhammer and my shield out, and just kind of hunker down in a defensive position and take the dodge action.
All right.
Do I recognize his symbol on his shield or that he's wearing?
What's your passive perception?
18.
And you have religion training?
I do not.
All right. I mean, if you want, you can send me a message, Gustav, what your symbol is, but depending on how common, you might or might not recognize it.
It's just a generic cross. Like there's no, the symbol isn't to any specific god. The symbol on his shield is something specific, but it's not religious.
Okay.
All right. So plus with the craziness of combat right now, you might not
Yeah.
be paying too much attention. But Gustav, you ran forward, right? Was there anything else you're doing?
No, he just kind of took the dodge action, and because he's just not really sure what's going on yet.
All right. So Guyvok looks back towards you and says, "What is this? More Zation have arrived." For Serbios' turn, he's going to struggle. But is unable to do much with the restrain. He is, unable to break it. Kalgrad, what are you going to do?
What did he say? What did the Gavok say? He said something, a name?
He said more Zation have arrived, as if questioning.
More Zatian. Okay. So I'm turning, well, I'm yelling at Schroeder, can you keep him here, or what happened to the dragon? And then
I don't know.
Alright, so I'm following up with 2 attacks on my. We are weakening here, so we won't be able to hold him very long. And I'm just following up with an attack with Balfire's help. So I am actually going to just do. Yep, so that's 22, 24. He's taking 10 point of damage plus the psychic damage, so 14.
Alright, so you strike him for 14 damage, which seems to affect his shielding, and he takes nothing.
And I'm going to continue on that. Oh, darn it. And that is...
So 30 would strike as you stab for another, 12 points? Alright.
Yeah.
So once again, his shield would take the damage.
Yes, and I can't really do that. Yep, that's it. That's it for me.
Alright, at the end of your turn, he is going to swipe at you using one of his
I take the
legendary...
damage from the shadow.
Yes. Yeah, you would take the 10 points from his shadowy aura. And
I get the 9 temporary points, so I take 1.
Alright, he slices at you with the scythe, 19 versus AC.
19, I'm going to parry that, so that's a miss.
Alright, so as the shadow scythe comes in, you throw your weapons up, dissipating it. He growls with anger. The next to go... Huh?
Concentration check.
Who?
You.
Yes, because you took a point of damage.
Oh,
yeah. But he took. I have. I'm going to use another. I'm going to use another inspiration point in that one.
Yeah, and he actually has to make a rolls as well. So he made his, and I forgot about eye bite. So let me look again, because I think he gets to do something on his turn, but I got kind of caught up in the other things that were happening.
He doesn't have to do anything.
I think eye bite can do something as a... Let's see.
I'll link it in the chat for you.
Oh, I have it up here. Let's see. One creature within 60 feet.
It's using an action.
On each of your turns until the spell ends, you target another creature. Okay, so I think he can target one creature for free, and if he wants to keep using it, it would be an action, right?
Yes.
I think he can target a new creature each time. It's just another. It's kind of like Moonbeam. You
It's
can
just a
use your
different
action to
action.
move Moonbeam.
So I don't know if he targeted anyone at first, so I might have done that
I
wrong.
think he did target someone,
Did he?
but they made their save.
All right, so he didn't use it this turn. That's fine. Nico, what do you want to do?
I will. I will run to 10. I'll run here, and I'm gonna throw down the hammer and hit him with a destructive wave.
All right, doesn't that hit your allies too, or is that just who you choose?
I can pick. I can choose.
All right, so there is a crash of thunder and radiant damage as the area is engulfed in this energy. So he has to roll a con save.
One of my favorite spells.
No, it's my favorite spell. You don't get that one.
He rolls a 12, so he would fail.
Nice.
That's right.
31 damage.
I'm pretty sure he takes double if he fails his saves. So
Does he have? No, he doesn't. Okay. All right, so he would take 16 thunder and 15 radiant as the energy washes over him. Looks like his shield took most of it, though.
yeah.
Anything else?
Can I see what his health is or no?
Do you want to use your healing thing?
Well, I'm trained in medicine.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's special and I can't see it.
No, that's fine. You could see it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Anything
All right,
else?
I'm gonna hang tight and take 10 points of damage.
All right, so you are drained for 10.
You
but you
receive
do have-
8 point of temporary hit point.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take 2 points of damage if that's all the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
So at the end of his turn, he's going to use another legendary and swing at. I'll swing at Balefire. Or actually, he sees Calgrad continually shielding, so he'll swing at him. The shadowy scythe comes to 29 versus AC.
Oh yeah, there's I'm not parrying.
So he gets you dead to rights. 26 necrotic.
Alright. Necrotic. I'm down. So I'm still up, but close. Yeah. So I'm blooded, but I've been away, and I have to make another concentration check, which I'm going to use another inspiration point.
All right. Calgrad is drawing upon his past accomplishments, and I think 15 would make it because the DC is 13. So yeah, you hold your spell. You see him heal a bit from that strike. And that's it for Nico. So, am I skipping someone?
No, you had Gustav go early that last round.
What about Schroeder? Oh, no, you are. Okay, that's right.
I went.
So Nico's turn ends. Balefire.
Alright. Let's keep him pinned down, Calgrad. And he's going to swing with his Shadow Blade, which I have made a little roller for. Look at that.
All right, 16 would become 18. Unfortunately, though, that would not be enough to hit, and his shielding deflects it.
All right. I will swing with my offhand weapon.
All right. Oh,
Hmm.
you stumble a bit as you go for the second strike, and yeah, he easily knocks it back with his force shield.
I will back up to here.
Hup,
Oh,
hup, hup,
wait.
hup.
Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's all red. Oh, it's the glow.
That's
Okay,
the
so
dark
from here-
area.
Yeah. So from here, I can actually see Gustav. I couldn't see him before.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you, help us out. There's evil there. Destroy him. Please. Help. And that'll be it.
All right, Schroeder. Balefire hopes this new stranger coming through the fog is not an enemy.
Yeah. Can I tell if I would be able to bring back Zana with a dispel magic?
That's well. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
So you're pretty sure it was some sort of banishing effect. At least that's what it looked like. But you don't see him concentrating on anything, which makes you think this is
Ooh.
something else. At least I don't think
So I
he's concentrating.
don't
right
think
now.
that would work.
Well, he's concentrating on eye bite. So you think it might not be exactly banishing. It might have something to do with the dragon's connection to the Shadow Lord's magic. That would be your hypothesis. Maybe he has more control over creatures created by his magic, like the Shadow Dragon, since it was Malik's pet.
Yeah. Is this only myself? That is only myself. Dang it.
Just something, Lou. When you resisted the moonbeam, you did resist with disadvantage, right?
I believe so. He rolled pretty high on both rolls. I didn't remember the disadvantage, but I do remember he rolled pretty high on both rolls, so I think he did.
I'm trying to think of like what I can do here, honestly.
Just hit him.
10 seconds. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Hit
I'll
him.
just try and hit him with another mind sliver.
I think your lantern used its reaction.
Yeah,
All right, so you cast another mind sliver, hoping to weaken his resolve a bit. He attempts to resist, making an int save. She's supposed to be really good at. She wasn't for some reason at the beginning of the battle. 22 would make it, so he resists once again. He's finally rolling average rolls for his int save.
He doesn't have
better.
to.
better that he saves on these ones, though.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I already used a Arcana check, so I can't check his.
Alright, moving at blinding speed. He swings around, scything at Calgrod again.
Calgrad, how much health do I get?
If you probably won't get more than what you get last time. Yeah.
I used all of it from that wave.
Oh, okay, 4.
Oh, you're still marked at being at 15. Schroeder.
4 temporary.
That's not temporary.
Oh, we're always using red for temporary hit points now. So, I'm not sure
And what I use for my temporary AC when I use my mage armor.
Just change your AC to 15. You can mark on the
Okay.
overtime effects that you have mage armor going and when it's going to end. But yeah.
Yeah, I do have that, but I've been keeping track of like what my AC actually is with the red.
Well, I mean, the temporary hit points is much more influx. It's probably fine to just change your AC when you have the armor on, because that's going to last most of the day anyway.
You just tick there's the global AC mod in the character sheet. You can just tick on and off for when you have mage armor.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The modifier thing. And that should just change your AC, and then it'll reflect in the blue circle.
Yeah.
Alright, so you got some temp HP as Calgrad sends it your way, and then he is going to get attacked with another Shadow Strike. The Scythe comes in, 19 versus AC.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Alright, so he just manages to get through your defenses, doing another 23 points of necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Alright, so you see him heal a little bit as Calgrad goes down, and the aura around him would also go out, I assume.
Absolutely. Our aura, the moonbeam, and I fall to the ground. Oh!
Oh no!
Rock laughs. He says, 1 down, 6 to go. Gustav, so you are running towards the group. You see this person here. What would Balefire look like to Gustav?
Balefire is going to look like an elf. Like a wood elf. He's got really fancy black leather armor. He's got a fancy sword. He's got a bow on his back, a whip on his hip. He's like a Matthew McConaughey kind of looking fella. And yeah, that's kind of what you would see.
All right. Also, is that aura supposed to be your 10-foot aura?
Yeah.
So the two diagonals are 15, so you probably want to go for circle because these squares at the edges wouldn't actually be in the aura.
Okay.
Actually, is this map reflecting that? It is, okay. Alright, so Gustav, what do you want to do? And Balefire you as well, so Calgrad go down.
I actually don't see Balefire's character token. Where is he?
He is right here. It's just dark vision, so it's hard to see him.
Okay. So seeing... I mean, as he's getting closer, he can definitely tell whatever they're fighting is evil. Even if it hadn't been shouted at him. So he moved his 30 feet.
And you would notice some sort of shadowy aura coming into into your vision here.
Okay, he'd kind of stop at the outstretch of it, thinking. So I guess he would use the last of his movement to enter it, and he takes his weapon as a bonus action. He just kind of jumps straight and disappears into the mist as he's gonna Misty Step.
Alright, so you spend a bonus action stepping into the mists and reappearing somewhere else. Apparently, where Balefire just was.
Yeah, as he comes just straight out of nowhere, Warhammer in hand, as it lights up with this white holy aura as he starts striking the back of the Shadow.
Alright, so you bring your Warhammer to bear. 29 would strike. Or, sorry, 27, because Calgrod's down. He turns towards you as you slam the weapon into him. Do you only... Or what's the 2 radiant for?
That's for improved Divine Smite on my melee attacks, deal 1d8 radiant.
Is that without spending a smite?
Yeah, it's just Paladins get that at level 11.
Alright. So, your weapon isn't magical, right?
Correct.
Alright, so as you strike him... Actually, I need to double check this. The weapon does no damage, but he is struck for 2 points of damage. As the radiant energy starts to work away at his shielding.
Alright, and then I will strike again.
Alright, so 21 would impact a second time.
And this time I'll overcharge and actually use the full power of my smite. Is he undead or a fiend?
He isn't, but I will offer you the extra D8 because of his power source right
Ooh.
now. And
Okay.
there is a button for Smite there that you can use, which will automatically take away the spell slot when you use it.
Okay. And then I will use that at. Yeah, let's deal some big damage at there. I'll take a 3rd level smite.
All right, so you deal. So 4 from your first, from your plus. Yeah, it's +4, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
4, then 9, then 12, which is 13, 25. And does that include the extra D8 from the Fiend Undead
Yeah.
status?
Yeah, because I have a separate little like 1d8 thing I ticked on.
Okay. So that's 4d8. What level did you cast it at?
3rd level.
Oh, I see what it did. Okay. It just confused me a little. All right, so 20 and 12, 32. So there's a large explosion of light as he is engulfed in radiant energy, and his shield is very badly damaged by that.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that would be it.
So at the end of his turn, he is going to look angrily at you and say, "This is not your fight. Leave now," as he slashes with the Shadow Strike. 14, though, would not be enough. As you raise your shield, the Shadow Strike dissipating off of it. Also, now when you are equipped with a shield, you want to have this icon on. And if you have a one-handed weapon, you want to have this icon on if it's melee. This one
Okay.
if it's ranged, which right now you just have the melee. So,
Okay.
anything else?
No, that one.
All right, so you would then take 10 points of necrotic damage as his aura eats away at you.
All right.
So for his turn, he is not happy with how this is going. He seems to be weakening a bit. And actually, I forgot, he has to make some saving throws.
Oh, he's still got eye bite going on.
So he gets 2 con saves. First one he would make. Now the second one is a bit higher because you did 30.
Decent.
What was it? 32? So that would be DC
Yeah.
16.
So a decent bit of damage. Hopefully he will fail that.
No, he would make that one as well. Alright,
course.
so on his turn. Yeah, he feels his shield depleting. He kind of looks around as he's trying to hold all these magics in place. He is going to grasp at something, and you would see a crackling energy coming from his fist. And as he opens it, a dark portal appears.
I am counterspelling.
It does not look like he used a spell. It may have been some kind of ring. But he would say, "You will all die, you are fools." And he would step through it. As he does, several other creatures come out of it.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
That is it for him. And it seems like more creatures are coming through the portal, but I need to initiative them. I'm going to move Gustav for a second, as there's now a shadow in his space.
Just takes a quick slide back as it's like, whoa.
Well, you don't have to leave the space yet. You just can't end your
Oh,
turn
okay.
there. So Serbios would also be sucked in as this portal opens, as it seems to draw him forward, and he vanishes. So after Kalgrad, or no, now it would be Kalgrad's turn. So I need a death save.
You got this.
You there, Kalgrad?
He is currently muted.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was talking to myself. So I'm going to roll that right here. So exploding. How do I do the roll with advantage in roll 20 from like the dice master?
I think if you're... Oh, here, let me take a look at your sheet
Oh,
really quick.
I guess I'm rolling 2. So, well, 14 is a success here.
You're using the... So if you're using the Roll20 sheet, I'm going to just say...
No, I'm just the dice roller. I was trying to use the dice roller, but I didn't see any option for advantage.
Yeah, no, so I'm going to set you to always roll advantage, because it's better to always just have 2 dice rolls, and we'll use the first one. Never waste the rolls. I'm going to... Don't auto-roll damage. So if you're using the sheet, yeah, let me set some stuff up here for you. But usually if you click on death saves in your sheet, it'll do that. And it'll roll for you. I don't know if you can set death saves to roll with advantage, even with always roll advantage, which is weird. But anyway.
Well, it's a savings throw, right? It's just a different type of savings throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so you say we cannot use inspiration for those?
No, you can.
Okay.
But yeah, I wonder why. I guess that's weird. It's not giving me the option to roll death saves with.
I assume it's because when the character sheet was made, there was nothing in D&D that could give advantage on death saves, and then they made like the Grave Cleric, and then
Yeah. So yeah, in the future you could probably just click death save twice. But anyway, so you got a 14, so you keep death at bay for now. You didn't actually roll 20, so I'll put you back at 0. The shadows go. They see... Well, one of the shadows goes. This guy is going to lunge at Gustav with flank.
Did he get pushed by the other one that's in that same spot, or no?
No, as long as he doesn't end his turn there, he's okay. Because remember, it's a 5 by 5 foot area. It's not like you're all blocks. The rule is just... Yeah, at this point, they're just closer. So as long as he doesn't end his turn there, he doesn't fall prone. So he attempts to strength drain Gustav. 12. All right, so he comes at you, but you throw your shield up, blocking the attack as his hand comes through a little, but still doesn't manage to touch you. Gustav, what are you going to do?
All right. Man, if only I had some AoE.
If only.
So, I know, right?
You do have a shadow in your square, just FYI.
That's right, so I do have to move a little bit. So I'm going to grab my holy symbol, and as a bonus action, there's going to be another aura of white that surrounds me, a kind of like glistening light. I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud as a bonus action.
All right.
As like ancient spirits of fallen warriors start rising around me. I'm going to.
These are radiant spirits.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely
okay.
radiant spirit. and he's going to move down this way.
Little farther. Out of the way.
Schroeder
So
yells.
he's close. So he's going to start making attacks. He sees Calgrod. He wants to save him, but he sees these other like shadows, and he's like, "Okay, this guy doesn't seem to be bleeding out too bad." So he's going to start attacking the shadow. So smack.
Alright, you lunge towards it with your Warhammer. 28 would strike, dealing 3 bludgeoning. And actually, I need to check something really quick.
Okay, and then it'll deal my improved divine smite radiant and my spirit shroud radiant.
Alright, so he takes 30 points of damage and is just destroyed by radiant light.
And he's going to then turn to attack this one to try and get any enemies away from the fallen warrior.
Alright.
15.
15 would strike, dealing 2 radiant and 4 bludgeoning. 9, 8, 10, 14, or 10 radiant and 4 bludgeoning, which is 14, which badly wounds that creature.
Alright, so he'll then just kind of hold his shield up and then his turn.
Alright, the shadow here goes. He's going to float towards you and attempt to strength drain you. 8 versus AC, you would keep him at bay as the spectral creature is swinging at you. A wraith who has also come through the portal is going to kind of come down this way towards Nico and lunge at you. It is going to attempt to life drain you. 8 versus AC would miss.
Correct.
And I think that's it for the Wraith. But
I'm gonna glare at it. Because I can.
as you can. Alright, so that's it for the Wraith. Another Shadow would go. It is also going to come down this way. 5, 15, 20, 20, flanking you. And
Did it move from here or
yes,
from here?
It would, I think it moved, oh no, that would give you an Oppie if you want to take it.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, so seeing it move away from my range, I'll immediately strike at it.
Alright, so spend your reaction. 19 would strike.
I'm also going to do my Spirit Shroud, but let rip a Divine Smite level 1.
Is your Spirit Shroud concentration?
It is.
Alright, make sure you mark yourself as concentrating and mark yourself as using your reaction. Just in case you forgot, this is concentration. Where is it? This is concentration, and using your reaction is this one.
Okay. And then are they...
So you deal 14, 16, 20 damage to this guy who is annihilated with radiant energy.
Nah.
And actually, let me look at Spirit. So Spirit Shroud, once per round you get the D8? Or once per turn?
No, every attack.
Any attack, okay.
Yeah, and then any enemies
Within
that start
10
their
feet
turn
of you.
within it. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so...
Wait. What was the start their turn?
Any enemies that start within 10 feet of me have their speed reduced by 10.
Yeah. Alright, so that one is down. The next one to go is this one, who is going to lunge at you as you attack his friend. 9 versus AC would miss you as you knock him away as well.
I like these enemies.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're not doing so great.
They're blind.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Actually, did the
Maybe they're just more sickly.
Maybe. Maybe. They actually hit, we're gonna hurt so bad.
uh
Oh, they're scary when they're hit. Strength drain is nasty, especially for me.
Hmm.
sorry, I need to check something really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so that's it for them. Nico, what do you want to do?
Yay! I'm going to go
Move.
here
Yeah.
and throw up my blender.
All right.
Bam! How many do I have? We'll bump it up to fourth because I have more of that than I do third.
All right. So you begin concentrating as you release your spirit guardians, spending a level 4 spell.
Yeah.
And yes, once you do, a bunch of large spirits start moving about, attacking your enemies in the area. Radiant
I am
spirits.
concentrating. Ooh, there's all kinds of new buttons.
All right.
So
Anything
many.
else?
I'm just trying. There it is. That will. I'm gonna turn and just keep glaring and snarling at the wraith that tried to hit me.
All right. So as the turn ends, more creatures begin to appear through the portal. You see a strange-looking foe that I don't know if you've seen him before.
I'm pretty sure we have.
All right. Well,
Show him anyways.
It looks really similar to Bodak. Yep.
Ooh, it's not creepy at all.
so yeah, a creepy-looking undead
Don't look at it.
comes through the portal, as well as another wraith appears. That's it for the undead coming through. Next to go is the shadow. So this thing is going to
Needs a wisdom save.
needs a wisdom save. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. That's why. Wisdom save. 7, so it would fail the wisdom save and take some damage. It takes 50 radiant damage and is consumed.
Goodbye.
Next
Oh, I
up,
feel beefy today.
Balefire.
Now, can you force feed a potion to someone?
Yes, it would just take your action. You'd have to grab the potion as an item interaction, so you need a free hand, and then you could use your action to give it to them.
All right. So let's see. This is 40 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop the shadow blade.
It
which
disappears.
It'll disappear. I can bring it back later with the bonus action on another turn.
Yeah.
And I will grab a potion. So Calgrod should probably have one in a slot, which would be like sitting out on his body. Can I grab yours?
Yeah, do you have a potion, Calgrad, that you
I
have
have.
ready?
I have a greater healing, yes.
Alright, so yeah, you would see, how many potions do you have out?
I have 3 potions out.
Alright, so yeah, you would see he has several potions on his person.
Right, so I'll grab one that I recognize as one that we identified as a healing potion when we found them.
Okay. Did you... I don't think any of them are marked. You just kind of know... I don't know, Calgrad, how are you organizing your potions? Like, do you know what they are? Did you mark them at all?
Well, I know on my character sheet, yes, they're identified. I don't know if they are specifically
I
marked
mean,
out
yeah,
there.
like if Balefire just looked at you, would he? Because they're all clear potions. Would he have a way of knowing what potion did what?
Well, I'm pretty sure the potions of healing were like shared from the thing we found.
All right,
So I
so
don't know if you would
I definitely
recognize
saw
it that way.
all
them.
right, so are they all this? They're different types of potions of healing, right? The three
Yeah,
potions.
so I got a potion of necrotic resistance, a potion of healing greater, and a potion of healing.
All right, so the necrotic resistance one is black. I remember that. So you would recognize
Yeah.
that one. The two healing potions. Give me an intelligence check and see if you remember the vials they were in.
You got the.
Oh yeah. Well,
Hey,
it wouldn't be a save, but yeah, with a, I think your natural roll was like 16 or something. So yeah, you recognize one potion as a healing and one as a greater healing.
All right, so I'll grab the greater healing potion and use my action to administer it to my my bodyguard, like or whatever. I forgot what we're calling each other. My friend.
Your friend. All right, go ahead. Give me a 4d4 plus 4.
Right, let's see. That's 4d4.
9. Nice.
9, 13. So yeah, you gain 13 points coming back from the brink as your
Okay.
vision clears and you can now see what's going on. Your weapons have been dropped in that square, so they're on the ground.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm immediately did Gavok like transform into these many numbers of Gavok, mini Gavoks, or what?
No, he created a portal, jumped out, and these things came out.
Oh darn! The portal is still open.
Yeah.
yes, the portal is still open and it looks like more creatures are coming through it. But anything else, Balefire? Because it is still your turn.
No, that's it for me.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Got your back, bud.
So this thing here starts its turn in your aura and must roll a saving throw versus con, right?
Yeah.
it's not wisdom.
All right.
Sorry, no, it's wisdom. It's wisdom. You're absolutely right.
Well, he would fail it regardless and take 50 points. Schroeder.
Boom. Let me put the thing on the map. 20.
Boom
I
better
believe
not
it
mean that
was
we're all being hit with a fireball.
there.
And boom goes
No,
dynamite.
let me move it. It was right there.
All right, so you let loose a fireball targeting those 4 enemies.
Boom.
Which would be a dex save.
35.
So that would be dex save on them. DC is 17. 35 damage. Alright, so there is an explosion of fire, and these 2 shadows are immediately destroyed. The Bodak takes some damage, but it seems to be resistant.
I
Oh, wait.
remember.
Yes, so it would take half damage from that.
So, 16
Yeah. Still looking.
or 17. Excuse me.
And the Wraith would also. Well, it made its saving throw, so it only takes 8. So anything else, Schroeder?
I'm actually gonna make. These are undead, so it's nature? Or no, religion for the checks on these guys? The wraiths?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a check on.
It would be religion.
That
So
sucked.
you know they have a draining touch, but that's all you really know about them. That their touch drains life force, which is hard to recuperate without long amounts of rest.
I'll Say, don't let the wraiths touch you, and don't look at the Bodak.
Alright, so the Bodak goes...
Wisdom save.
Yes, please.
Well, he's got a few other things he has to do before that.
Yep.
Alright, so... Alright, got it. Wisdom save. He rolls very poorly. So he would take 24 damage and seem wounded as your creatures all rush in and attack him. For his turn, he's going to make a low gurgling noise as an aura extends out from him.
So many auras.
Goes 30 feet, and it is tinged with a bunch of shadows. That was his bonus. For his action, he's going to kind of look over at... he's going to look over at Nico, and I need a Constitution save, DC 13.
You have +3 to your saving throw since you were in my aura.
I do?
Yeah.
Hey.
That +3, please.
Alright. So you resist, however you are still hurt for 10 points of necrotic damage.
And I will do a concentration. Sweet.
You would make it and hold your spells. You take 10 points.
Yep. I'm hurt.
And
Owie.
the Bodak is going to give you an Oppie if you want to take it as he begins to move out of your threat range.
It wasn't an attack that he used, correct?
No, it was a
No? Okay.
saving throw effect. Do you want to take an Oppie on him?
Yeah, I'll take an Oppie on him.
Alright, go ahead and spend your reaction. As he
Yep.
backs up, you take a swing. 16 would be enough to strike with your magic
Awesome.
warhammer.
Yep, and I'm gonna add a bit of thunder to it.
Alright, there is an explosion of thunder, which would deal an extra 3 points, so he takes 12 points of damage, looking wounded, and continues backing up.
What's the 2?
That's
If I
two-handed.
by-hand it.
He does have reduced speed because they started in my aura.
How
He
much is it
also
reduced
is
by?
in...
Oh, and 10 feet. Oh, and Spirit Guardians is
Oh,
difficult terrain
Difficult.
too.
Alright, so he'd be over here then, I believe.
Sorry.
Alright, so the shadow I think went already. Balefire had gone. And then it was the other shadow's turn, which is dead. Schroeder threw his fireball. I got a little mixed up in the order. Calgrod, you'd be up.
Nice. I'm grabbing my dagger, the obsidian dagger. I am equipping my shield, standing up for 15 feet and moving back here. And I'm trying to avoid looking, as Schroeder says, so I'm not really looking around right now. I'm kind of just
Alright.
getting out of closeness from anything coming out of that portal.
So you get up, averting your gaze because Schroeder said something about it,
Yeah.
and then move back carefully. Anything else?
And I get my shield and my dagger back.
Well, your shield would still be on you because it would be strapped to you. Because I don't think
Oh,
you can
okay.
drop
So
it
that you have an
without.
action then.
Well, you're
okay.
so you're yeah. So you use your item interaction to pick up the dagger, but your shield stays strapped
Okay.
to you because you can't drop it without an action. You have to unstrap
Okay.
it.
Oh, you have to unstrap it. Okay, so then I'm going to use my action to Sacred Flame The closest shadow. No, that's Nico. No, that's a shadow. Yeah, this one.
All
Yeah.
right, so one of the wraiths that's attacking Nico, you sacred flame.
Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. No, I can't because it's a verbal somatic. No, so I'm going to dodge. I can't because I have my dagger. I cannot really stow my dagger
Ah,
yet.
yeah, because you, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
you take the
So
dodge
I'll just
action for now.
dodge. Yep.
All right, so the next shadow is dead. Gustav.
Right. Gustav would yell out that he's going after the ugly one,
All right.
and so he'll move 5, 10.
So as you rush towards this creature, its eyes flash. I need a con save. Or wait, is that a con save? Let me double check.
Just
Alright.
don't get paralyzed for 10 rounds. It's not fun.
Yeah, con save DC 13.
All right.
All right, so yes,
Nice.
you kind of grab at your head for a moment as some strange fear threatens to take hold of you, but you steel yourself and you resolve and you fight through it, able to approach with no issue.
His warhammer lights up with white flame as he runs at it. Die, feed.
Hmm.
He strikes and then spirit shroud damage. Yeah,
All
for
right,
1.
so you do 6, 9, 10 points of damage, which would fell him.
All right. And then he will take a step down to get closer back to the action, and he'll minister.
All right, the shadow goes, but he's dead. The wraith here is going to make a save.
Yes, please.
So wait, it was wisdom?
Wisdom.
All right.
15.
He rolls a 15, so he would make it, taking 9 points of radiant. It is unhappy about that, so it is going to lunge at poor Nico,
No,
attempting to drain life from you.
I'm
But
already in Owie land.
it rolls very poorly, and you would easily dodge. This other wraith will also have to make a wisdom save, and will also get upset at you. Rolling a 12, it would fail, taking 22 radiant. It then steps over here, using his buddy as a distraction for the flank, and attempts to life drain you. Oh, jeez. All right, 10 versus AC would miss, and that is it for him. That shadow is dead. The next shadow is...
Dead.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's dead as well. Bottom of the round, Nico. You would
It's where I'm
see
comfy.
it looks like more undead coming through the portal.
Okay. I. The portal's not like a physical thing. It's just this hole in
It
the
seems
universe.
like some sort of tear. It's like a tear of magic, and you just see a bunch of like shadows coming through it. Like
Okay.
shadowy energy, that is. Do you have Arcana?
Probably not. Let me double check.
All right. And actually, any of you, if you have Arcana trained, you might have some
Yes.
insight. You can make a roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, with 24, you think that this might be a gate into either the Shadowfell or maybe even some other negative energy plane.
Can I
You
think I
don't
can
know.
close it?
So you don't know how long it'll last. Tears don't generally last forever, especially when it's like something forced open at a moment's notice. It's possible a dispel magic could disrupt the energies, but this is probably a powerful effect, as tears between worlds are. You could also try to use Arcana to close it if you got close enough and wanted to spend some arcane components, but that would take time.
Mm.
How do I use a ruler to measure stuff?
You click
Uh,
on the ruler on the left of the screen.
it's underneath the magnifying glass.
Perfect, thank you. And from there. Okay. Cool. Um, I hurt a fair bit, and I think Calgrod does too, so I'm going to throw a mass cure wounds where it'll hit all of us, and I'll throw in the new guy because he's helping.
Well, I think it has to
Cool.
be within 60 feet of you.
It has to be within 60 feet of me, and it's a 30-foot radius.
Yes. Yeah.
So it'll be like I'll pull out a thing.
Alright, so. Oh, from a point, yeah. Alright,
Yeah, right
So
there
yeah,
basically
no,
hits
I'll throw on the
everyone.
thing. All right, here we go. So
alright.
can I get him? Oh, maybe I can't get new guy. Sorry.
No, you can. He's
Oh, I
in it.
can. I'm looking at
Yep,
the
right at the edge.
enemy. Alright.
Alright,
But yeah,
so go ahead and spend. Looks like you did spend the spell. So
Mhm.
everyone gains 15 points of healing. As
Danke.
energy washes over the group, making you all feel a bit more healthy. Anything else, Nico?
um, no, I'll hang tight. I'm happy here.
Alright, at the end of the turn, something new comes through that I don't know if you've seen before.
Oh.
I think we actually have killed a couple shadow demons already
We fought them with
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 the fire
elemental.
elemental. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
don't it.
so the first person to go this round is the Bodak, but he's dead, so I'll remove him. The Shadow's dead. The Shadow Demon goes. Who has a light source here?
Me.
Also a wisdom save.
Oh, yes. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Actually, did these guys have advantage? I don't think so. Let me double check.
Definitely not.
Mm.
If anything,
Uh,
disadvantage.
so 19, I believe, would make it. So he
Yeah.
would take 22 points of radiant damage. And he will immediately lunge at Nico. Not happy with that at all.
Yep.
So he does a claw attack. Psychic claws would miss you. Balefire, what are you gonna do?
Nico, I'll rescue you. I
Nico
will
rolled her eyes.
step up here.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if there are immunities or not, so I will go ahead and green flame blade with my rapier.
Alright, so you stab at the creature as your rapier is engulfed in flames. 28 would strike. So you do 8 piercing and 10 sneak attack, so 18 points of damage to it. And then you would do 7 fire to it, because it seems to be resistant. And I assume you're having it jump to the Wraith there. So you do another 6 points to the Wraith, as he is also resistant to fire. Anything else?
Yeah, bonus action.
And this one looks wounded.
I will bring my shadow sword back.
Alright, so your Shadow Blade appears within your hand once again. And that's it for you.
Yep, thank you.
Alright, the Shadow Demon must make a save. It would fail, so it takes 26 points of damage.
Yeah, it does.
And it is as well going to lunge at you, clawing. 12 versus AC would miss, ending its turn. This guy will also roll a save, as your spirits are just marauding these things.
They're having a good time today.
He would fail, so he takes 38 points of damage and looks wounded.
Oh, Mystic Blender.
Yeah. Who needs to be trained in religion?
He is going to step here and lunge at you with flank. 18 versus AC.
18 hits.
Alright, so you are clawed for 14 psychic damage.
Cool. I'm going to return with use my reaction and hit him with 2d8 lightning and throw him back 10 feet.
Alright, does he you want to link that? Okay. So he gets a dex save. Which actually looks like he might be okay at those. Rolls a 15, which I think just makes it, right?
He just makes it.
So does he take half? Yeah.
I think so, but and he doesn't get no, because it's a different thing that throws him back 10 feet, so that still happens. I can link that too if you'd like.
Yeah, sure, link that.
It's shorter.
You rolled 2d6. It's supposed to be 2d8.
It is. That's on me.
Alright, so...
Two.
I know, I'm
Two.
sorry.
Alright, so he takes 2 points of damage.
Pick whatever you like.
And he is knocked back 10, you said?
Yeah, 10 feet. That was a mess.
Out of your aura, which he's fine with.
And sorry, how much did I take? 14?
Yes, 14 psychic. Calgrod.
So I'm going to yell, "Do not close the portal!"
You're standing, right?
Yeah, I'm standing. I'm back up.
Alright.
So I'm going to cast another
I
Moonbeam.
got skipped.
Oh.
Somehow I'm no longer in turn order.
Oh, did you get deleted instead of a shadow?
I was supposed to be basically after the after that last shadow demon, because I was after Balefire, and then they got in between us.
What was your initiative?
I think it was like 16.
Alright. Someone also keeps dinging in the background.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I've been hearing that.
So Calgrod, if you click on the garbage can on prone in chat, you can remove the prone effect from you, or just turn it off on
Yeah.
the thing. But yeah, go ahead,
yep.
Schroeder, you can go. What do you want to do?
I'm going to... How far can I go? This seems fine. I'm going to move up here, make sure everyone is within light, and then I'm actually going to try to dispel that tear at 5th level.
I would.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
No, he didn't say what it is, so we don't know what it is. Alright.
No, he said with my Arcana check I might be able to dispel it, but it would be difficult.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us what you think it is, so the Calguard will have no reason to actually respond.
Yeah. Alright, so you are casting Dispel Magic at 5th level, which would actually be enough to get rid of it.
Ooh.
And it is gone. So anything else, Schroeder?
I can't remember. I don't think No, I did try to make a check on the wraiths. I want to see how much health the wraith has left. The lower one.
Okay. This guy down here? Sure.
Okay.
Anything else?
That will be it.
Alright, so yeah, Calgrod, you saw Schroeder run up chanting, and there was a burst of magic as the portal was dissipated.
So I'll cast a Sacred Flame on this guy. I stole my weapon, my dagger first, and then I will cast.
Alright, so
the
you
spell.
chant throwing sacred fire.
Yep.
That guy will attempt to dodge with a dex save.
It's a Dex 14.
He would fail, so he is engulfed in radiant damage, taking 5 points. Anything else?
That is it.
Alright, Gustav.
Alright, I know the race are the more imminent threat. Let me... step here, and I'm going to attack this southern race. Warhammer will come down and strike with righteous fury.
Oh, it sure will. Are you doing a smite?
No, it's just the spirit shroud damage.
Yeah, I was asking, did you want to add smite to this?
Man, yeah, I got at least at level 1. I got
The
to.
correct answer is yes.
Yeah.
Crit paladin equals smite. Alright, so you channel a low-level smite using a spell slot, which would, let's see, so the radiant is 8, the bludgeoning is halved, so that's another 7, 15. What's that 6 you rolled? What's that for?
That's spirit shroud.
So you gotta double that.
Okay, so I'll do spirit shroud again.
So another 7. So 13 with the Spirit Shroud plus 8 is 21. Plus 7 is 28. Plus another 11 is 31. Which you have to double. So another smite damage.
32. It was already at 21.
32. Plus 7 is 39. Double all the... Or no, not double the rate. So we're at 39 damage. He is looking very wounded as that magical hit explodes and tears through him. But he is still up.
Alright, with his final strike, he'll bring his Warhammer down to fell this fiend.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not. 11 would not be enough, and he dodges out of the way.
Alright. But he's pretty confident that the Spirit Guardians will finish him off, and he'll end his turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Wraith goes, attempting a save against the Spirit Guardians.
Let's go.
He would make the save, taking 9 points of damage. And he's going to
Glared at.
he'll lunge at Nico.
Jerk.
24 versus AC, I assume
Yeah.
would get you. You take 20 necrotic damage, and I need a con save DC 14. Oof. Alright, your max health is reduced by 20.
Yep. And then I need to do another one for to hold concentration, yeah?
Yeah.
You get +3.
So you actually you would make it because 11
Yeah.
DC's 10.
And I have advantage, so it was 12 actually.
Yeah.
You get +3 to that. You get +3 to all saving throws.
Yeah. So yeah, you would hold your spell, but unfortunately your health is reduced by 20.
By
So
20.
just I guess put your health in parentheses or something, or make sure you record your max health.
I've got a written note if that's allowed.
So that's it for the Wraith. This Wraith is going to go attacking you from the other side.
after a wisdom save.
After a wisdom save.
Hmm.
16.
Miss.
So he made it, right, with the 16?
Oh, 16. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was his attack. I'm jumping all over the place.
Alright, so he takes 9 radiant, which would wound him. And he as well is very unhappy with these spirits and is going to go after you with a life drain attack. But roll poorly. 12 versus AC would miss you.
Yeah.
Nico. Bottom of the round.
I'm going to. It's action. I'm going to. If I use the dodge action, I can still use a bonus action spell, yeah?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Then I'm going to use an upcasted healing word on myself, because I hurt a lot right now.
Okay. So you chant summoning healing energies as you channel them into yourself, gaining 12 points of health, feeling a little bit better, and taking the dodge action.
Yeah.
Alright, so the round would end. The portal's gone, so no more creatures are coming out. The Shadow Demon goes. He's going to turn towards Balefire.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, wisdom save. Wisdom save. 17, so I think he made it.
Yep.
Taking 10 points of radiant, which goes to 20 and dies. Balefire. The creature just is engulfed in light as its turn starts and is torn asunder. What do you want to do?
Step over here, and I will attack the one between me and Nico with my rapier.
Alright, also I think your timer hasn't been working. I did change the timer icon, so that might be why.
Okay.
Although it doesn't seem like either of them are working. That's weird.
No, I think we're almost through this. So.
Yeah. So you go over and attack that demon.
Yep.
So using Nico and Gustav as a distraction, you sneak attack, piercing with your blade for 23 damage. And
is it still up?
Yes, he's looking wounded, but he's still up.
All right, I will swing with use my bonus action, swing with my offhand weapon, which is the Shadow Blade, which I brought back last round.
All right.
And
Oh yeah, 22 would strike with the Shadow Blade.
And it's just oops.
Attacking.
Sorry,
It's just the 19, right? Or no, it's offhand, so it's just. Or go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, because it did roll it. Yeah, it's just gonna be 14.
All right, so it takes 14 psychic damage and looks extremely wounded as you cut into its psyche, but it is still alive.
And then I will go ahead and shift over 5 feet.
Okay. The Shadow Demon goes, and it is engulfed in radiant fire as the spirits come in and tear it asunder, ending its turn.
Ancestors are great.
Your ancestors favor you. This one down here is going to rush over at Schroeder and attack you with its claws. Now you have a light source, right?
I do. Does it not get the damage when it goes into the area?
Well, it would probably... Let's see. How much movement did it have? Because it would probably avoid the area if possible. So it would do 25 and go from there, which I think is at the very edge.
Okay. Yeah.
Claw attack rolls 8, which I believe you were able to dodge as it comes at you. Schroeder, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna double check its health. Alright. I'm just going to hit it with a Eldritch Blast.
Close range?
Isn't it just disadvantage?
Yeah, it's disadvantage. I just
Yeah,
want to
okay.
check. All right. So you
Three
blast at
three
it.
shots? Yeah, 3 shots.
Yeah, at this level. You take 3 blasts at it. 19 would strike it for 8. The first one. 19 would strike it for another 5. And 13 would strike it for another 4. It's looking badly wounded, but still up.
Alright, and then... Yeah, okay, he can try and swing at me again.
Alright, so that's it for you. Calgrod, what do you want to do? Are you muted?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, sorry, I was coughing earlier. So, alright, so 30 moving here, getting my dagger out, and swinging at the shadow from with the help here. So that is actually a pretty good roll.
29, yeah. So you cut at him using Schroeder as distraction for 11 points, which would destroy the creature.
Poof.
Anything else?
I'm just standing here watching what's going on.
Alright, Gustav. There are the 2 wraiths left.
All right.
They're both looking very pissed off at Nico. As
Nico's
her
looking very
spirits are
pissed off
just
at the south one.
their spirits are just cutting into them with their radiant energy.
Don't bother with the lower one.
Still glaring at this one.
All right. Hearing that, he'll start striking with his warhammer at the top. All right,
Okay.
so strike.
Ouch.
Oh, no, natural 1 will miss as you swing wildly.
And he will attempt again. And
No, so the shadow dodges back and forth, avoiding both of your attacks.
all right, he'll
Should be fine.
do anything else. So yeah, that'll be my turn.
Blunder!
Thunder!
Alright, go ahead and give me a damage roll. Oof.
Aw.
No, he would still be killed regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure that one just dies anyways.
Blender roll.
Blender roll.
Oh,
Wow.
what are you doing? No, I'm kidding.
You know what? My spirits are getting confused with the other spirits that are here.
Alright, well,
They're
he
getting a little
rolled
tired.
poorly, so he takes 8 points of damage.
Excellent.
And he is going to lunge at you once again, attempting to drain your life. 16 versus AC would not
Miss.
be enough, and you knock him back with your shield, ending his turn. Nico.
You got this.
I'm going to swing with my warhammer, and if I hit, I'll throw in some thunder.
You
Alright,
don't want to step over a little bit?
I probably do. One moment. What happened?
so you do a
Wait.
flurry with your little bit of a flourish with your warhammer, going in for the attack. 16 would strike with the first hit for 12 points of bludgeoning, and your thunder, right?
And two thunder.
And he goes down as thunder dissipates him. And the group is safe for now.
All right.
Yeah, if you'd stepped 5 feet to the left, you would have had flank with Balefire.
So, quick descriptions now that things have slowed down a bit. Nico, what would you look like to Gustav?
Big. Like almost 8 feet tall, kind of big. Chainmail. I have a shield on the right arm, warhammer on in the left hand, and a little symbol kind of hanging from my left hand as well.
Do you have religion, Gustav?
I don't.
Alright, so you don't necessarily recognize her symbols. What would Calgrod look like to Gustav?
Algrod is a 5 foot height human with brown skin, dark hair, a well trimmed mustachio and goatee, and coal around his eyes and on his nails. He's physically fit, but not burly or muscular. He wears ample clothes and a turban and a studded leather armor. I'm wearing an obsidian dagger with a red ruby on its hilt and a shield and a scimitar on my side, a light backpack. And that is, I look pretty wounded and a little bit tired. And that's pretty much it.
Do you have any visible holy symbols on you or anything like
I
that?
do actually have a symbol around my neck.
Alright.
And if you, so would you recognize,
So-
is that a check? How does that work too?
Gustav isn't trained in religion, so he probably doesn't know it off the bat.
Alright.
Uh, what about Schroeder?
Schroeder.
Do you
would
have sorry, quick aside? Do you have knowledge Arcana, Gustav?
I do not.
Okay, so go ahead, Schroeder. What do you look like?
Schroeder would look like a slender, 5'8" figure, completely covered in blue robes and wearing a stone faceplate mask. Hands are covered in gloves, and she has a very oddly designed staff in her hand that you probably would not be able to recognize the design.
Probably not. No. Yeah, everything goes quiet as you all kind of look around, waiting for more enemies to appear. But luckily, none do.
Would I be able to make either a medicine or arcana check to see if I could potentially help Nico with recovering from her hit point reduction?
Yeah,
Especially
you can
since
use medicine for that.
Yeah,
or
especially
you can
since
use
I have
religion.
the innard from Undeath. You said religion or medicine? I will use
Medicine.
religion.
Yeah, or religion might tell you something. Yeah, so you know that the creatures, as I said, drain life. Generally, you would have to use a spell like Greater Restoration to restore it, or you just have to take a long rest.
You need rest, my friend. Recover from the depletion of your life.
Thank you.
So I would ask
And
around, so what was his portal?
that's a great question. It was like a tear in the fabric of this space, creating a portal to some negative plane, most likely the Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell.
Oh, I should have gone and go get my shit there.
That would
Yeah.
not have been wise.
Well, so what happened exactly? I thought you were going to counterspell his attempt to flee. What happened?
It was a magical item. I wasn't able to counterspell it. It wasn't something I
darn.
could.
Yeah, you would guess it was either some sort of magical item or maybe just an inert power, but he didn't cast a spell to open the gate. It's like he just tore it, the fabric of reality, to do it.
We were so close.
And what happened to Xanendor? You know? Do we know?
Also, not a spell. It seemed like he has some innate ability to control the those
Almost,
influenced by necrotic
almost
energies.
on cue as you're talking, the dragon would reappear roaring as if getting ready to shoot a bunch of shadow from its mouth. It would then stop and look around confused.
You're back.
What happened?
Yay!
Where has he gone?
Little bitch ran back to the Shadowfell, we think. He opened a portal and stepped into it. And then a bunch of creatures came through.
A bunch of
Yeah.
the drakes reappear. What did he do
I
to
would
me?
tell.
How was he able to dismiss me so easily?
It seems he has some innate ability to. He has some weird power over those affected by necrotic energies as you are, and he seemed to have tore the very fabric of reality to flee.
So she seems disappointed as she begins to shrink in size.
I'll be gathering the bodies.
She kind of looks towards Gustav, raises her sword, and says, "And who is this?"
That's the next thing. Catworm was approaching Gustav too, and kind of Sproith and saying, "Thanks, stranger, for the help." Oh, Gustav is right there.
Of course. Seems I've run into unexpectedly a far greater evil than I set here to find.
So,
You want-
who are you, and how come you are in Isik?
Well,
She says, it seems very convenient he would show up just as the fight was happening. Are you some sort of spy for the Shadow Lord?
I don't even know who the Shadow Lord is. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gustav. I'm a paladin. I'm on retainer for the Blackwater family in the capital. Patience. Um, what's his name, guys?
Galen?
Galen. So sorry. Galen's mother had heard some interesting things, and the Blackwater family has been very kind to me. So I went here following strange rumors. I got to Char, found out that he had led a mercenary band into Isik. I heard tales of Isik, but geez, nothing quite prepared me for how many undead there were until I got here. I ran into one of the surviving mercenaries, and he had said that Galen turned on the mercenaries and started killing them. Things I heard from his mother, Patience, and things I heard from people in Char and from the mercenaries just didn't seem to add up. Something seemed weird, so I came under the assumption that hopefully he was possessed by something rather than just being villainous for no reason. So I followed the trail on the directions of mercenaries that survived led me here. It's kind of been just wandering my way through this keep for a while now, and I just happened upon you in a pitched battle versus whatever the hell that thing was.
This thing was a Shadow Lord, and he
Who
was the
is...
master of.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this thing was a Shadow Lord, and he was the master of the one that took over your Galen Blackwater.
Who is this Galen Blackwater? Zana asks.
It's Malek, Dana.
So it's true, Galen has been possessed.
That's what we suspect.
That's what we believe, yes.
Well, I'm here on behalf of his mother, so I hope that with the divine power I have, there's some way to save him yet.
The one who you just saw possessed one of our friends, Thorn, and using his guise to kind of try to induce us to fight with him against Malek. But there are other things at work here. What is that Mava? What was that the name that Gavok said?
Um,
Mos Mava, I would say, or Mos Gava, or Mos. What? Why do you
Galen's
call you that?
mother?
Another. What did he call you?
Zystan, something like that.
You believe he used the word Zation.
Yep.
Oh,
What?
I don't know. I've
Exactly what we all said.
I've never heard that word before.
Zystan. Yeah.
Do I have any knowledge of that word?
Maybe. Give me a Arcana, Nature, or Religion check with disadvantage.
Arcana with disadvantage?
Arcana, Nature, or Religion at disadvantage. This is pretty obscure.
29.
So, Zation is a group of individuals that many dispute are not even real, that tend to be more blessed with power than others. Translated, it means the soulless ones, because it's believed that they are somehow connected to almost like different beings, puppeting and controlling their souls. But not much is known about them, or why Gaivok would call this new person that.
Hold on. Come on.
So
What
Zana,
time
as
no, it's
you're
not
all
here.
speaking, Zana would suddenly look around and say, "Where is Serbios?"
He was also dragged away when he entered the portal.
He got sucked in.
What time of day is it?
I hope he is all right. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
7th of
So-
winter.
Gustav, you're welcome to join your crew. We just lost one of our members to this evil, and is probably now chained in the Shadowfell. And so if you're looking to redeem Galen or this Blackwater kid, you need to know that he's actually trying to open a vault from Nightweather. Which is supposedly somewhere down Isik, and he's got 2 out of the 3 keys to do so.
Yes, the vaults are down below, Zana says.
Oh. Well, this definitely goes above what I of the Blackwater family. I am charged with destroying evil wherever it may be. So it looks like both of my tasks can walk hand in hand here. So I would definitely accompany you, as I'd certainly welcome the help to try and save Patience's kid, if possible.
So great.
So
That's
Shadow Stalkers, then what is your plan?
Well, Diana, we need to hear a little bit more about. So, can Malek do the same thing to you that Gavok just did to you?
She says, I have never had that happen, but if they both possess that power, then I wouldn't be surprised. Which means I don't know how useful I will be against him directly.
Yeah, and you have been coy about telling us where you came from, but did you? Let's be direct. Did you come from the Shadowfell?
Give me a persuasion check. Nico, you could certainly try.
Yeah. Cool.
So she looks kind of annoyed. She says, I've already told you I was not native to the Shadowfell. I was brought there when I was young by Malik, and the energies consumed me.
Okay,
Didn't
but
work.
now we need to find a way to get to the Shadowfell, because I don't think we can defeat either of them staying here.
So Nico suddenly steps forward, calling out to who?
To Cord.
She yells, Cord! What do you yell?
Well, I was gonna do it quieter than it doesn't work anyways.
You can't do it quietly because you can't make like proclamations of like faith quietly.
Yeah.
You're like
Okay.
you're an evangelical like TV guy mode now. The Lord will come down upon you. So
Yeah.
what are you yelling out? Because now you've committed to it.
Yeah, sure.
You should have told them what you were doing.
No, that's fine. I'll just move forward and do mega church mode and just lay both hands.
Brings out
Be
the
like,
microphone.
yep. And
I
just
see what you were trying to do. Nice.
say something along the lines of let the shadow be removed.
So you plead to your god that this figure have the shadows purged from her.
Yeah.
But your god does not find this request worth his time, and nothing happens.
Oh well. And at that, I'm going to just stand there.
All right.
Wow.
Would
Zana
I?
kind of looks at you curiously as you start yelling to Cord and putting your hand out towards her. And she says, "What are you doing?"
Trying to undo some shadow stuff. It's not working. He must be sleeping.
Apparently not. In any case, as I was saying, yes, I come from here, the prime material plane, but I was infused by shadow energy over my time spent as a prisoner in the Shadowfell.
Would I be able to make an Arcana check to see if I know of any way I could potentially revert her back to her original form?
I mean, not short of miracles or like god-like magic.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Like a moonbeam? Like a moonbeam?
No,
No,
no, no.
no, Moonbeam probably wouldn't turn. I mean, it would turn her back into a dragon, maybe, but it wouldn't turn her to her original dragon type.
Darn it.
She says, I
Um,
still wish to help your group, if I can.
well, but the next thing would be to help us against Malek. Would you be willing to do that?
Says, I would be willing to try, although he might be able to push me aside as easily as Guyvok did.
Well, so the main thing that we can actually do to foil their attempt at whatever Malek is doing, we don't know. We don't know exactly Gavok. So Gavok, and it's an explanation for Gustav. Gavok was actually a prisoner. Was imprisoned by the dwarves during the last
12th
cataclysm.
cycle.
Before the last cataclysm. Yeah, and so Gavok has been freed, but clearly the dwarf couldn't kill him, so they imprisoned him, and we don't know yet how they did that, and that may be something we need to do for Malek. But most importantly, we're trying to disrupt his ritual to open the vault, and yep, go ahead.
Well, now that we're on even friendlier terms with the Queen, maybe she might have information on that.
Ooh,
Was
what
it
is in
Queen?
this vault you have spoken of?
The Queen of the I just forgot what race they are. The Warforged.
Dinar?
Or Forge, yeah.
Dinar? Oh, the Warforged Queen. All right. Yeah.
Because
So.
she was there. She should have been alive when that happened.
Oh, that is true. We may learn stuff from that. That's a good point. Yeah, because they were working for the dwarves, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, so
also Raven, did you see my message?
Probably not. Where'd you send it?
Right before Calgrod's persuasion roll.
Da-da. Yeah, so that's going to take time if you want to do that. We could say you're working on that right now.
Yeah.
Right, so Gustav the Vault has weapons possibly against the Shadow World, Shadow Lords, or something that may be related to the origin of the Cataclysm. And personally, I am an archaeologist, and I've been looking for information about these constant weapons. And that is a possibility that this is what in the vault, but I'm not 100% sure. These Shadow Lords have actually caused what's happened to Isik here. Malek is the one that did a ritual around 100 years ago that overcome the city and that pretty much transform all its citizens into some different kind of undead.
Jeez.
So, yes, so what he has done has been extremely evil. He took over this Blackwater, we think because he's also looking for these items in the vault. We don't really know why. And there's a few factions that are actually looking to get into either closer or to investigate what's going on. One of the factions are the Blackwaters themselves. The other are hobgoblins, which actually have the third key. We know that they have it, but we don't think Malek knows that yet. And Malek has two keys
Wait.
that he got in charge.
The hobgoblins are your allies.
Yes, they are. They are, and that's Xana.
Yeah, she says that is good to know. I was curious what their part in all this was. So, perhaps we already spoke of this, but did Guyvok say why he wished you to destroy me?
He said something about harvesting your essence to give us protection against Malik's aura.
Yes.
I see. It may have actually worked. If
the
I'm
heck?
connected to his power. I appreciate that you did not kill me.
You're welcome, Boo.
Well, we've been convinced by a very convincing elf, but I think he's right. And Gavok was manipulating us anyway, so at least we have seen that we can make them flee. And with your help, I mean, clearly we were expecting more from your help, but we understand that the powers that they may have over you. So if you want to try to gain your independence again, you can ally with us, and all together we may be able to make at least Malek flee and open the vault ourselves and figure out what is it that he's looking for and determine what we do next with it.
She looks to Balefire and she says, "You are the one who convinced them not to kill me, or not to attack me.
Yeah, I didn't want you to be hurt.
Why?"
Gut feeling. I've traveled several planes and I'm still alive by trusting my instinct.
Give me a persuasion check.
Well, thanks. Persuasion.
I also thought you were more trustworthy than Guyvok.
Yeah, let's be clear. None of us really trusted Guyvok. He smiles too much.
As well.
But
I thank you all for this decision. I think she says, "While I don't know if you would have bested me, I don't want to think that I may have been killed by you. So I appreciate the vote of confidence in choosing to speak with me rather than just try to kill me."
What was done to you was horrible, and there's being a victim of their cruel experiments isn't a warrant for your death by any stretch of the imagination. I, for one, would like to help you however we can moving forward.
She says, "It certainly is a feeling of disconnect, the infusion of shadow energies. I feel as though my connection to Dragonkin and my previous identity has been subverted a bit by the energies. It's something I don't think I'll ever get back. But I appreciate, yes, I appreciate that you wish to be my ally." She says, "I will be honest with you. I feel I owe it to you. You asked me before what type of dragon I was before this." She says, "I was a red dragon."
Okay. Well, Zana, we still have a few questions for you if we are being honest. So you are roaming the city by night, and you're sleeping by day, but yet all the ghouls and there's no undead that are actually coming in that courtyard. Is that a power you have, or what keeps the undead at bay here?
She says, well, the undead would sometimes wander into the courtyard, but they would be killed by my drakes most of the time. I haven't been attacking them directly, so I believe that those controlling them have been keeping them from my lair for their own preservation.
So we run a ritual with a vampire named Butcher that actually seemed to have prevented more ghouls to enter at least the underground, where they were pretty common down there.
Ah,
Uh, uh, is
that
that a character that you've heard or know about?
well, that would explain why we've seen less ghouls in the courtyard these last few days. She says, and yes, I know of Butcher. He is a servant of Malik. You say he's
No
working
longer.
with you?
Yes, he was betrayed by Malik and imprisoned.
We found him in a trap.
He says,
Magical
well,
trap.
that's not exactly what happened. She says, Butcher was created by Malik. He was originally a resident of Isik, but he was captured by Malik, who used his powers to turn him into a vampire. And he served Malik, but then he actually betrayed Malik, he himself, and Malik trapped him here and then just left him.
Yes, he spoke of
But it
some
is
love
not.
he had for someone.
He says it is not Malik who betrayed him. It was he who betrayed Malik, if that matters. I don't know if I
Well,
would.
even more reason to believe that he does not wish to serve Malik.
He says I don't
Yeah,
know about any love that he has, but yes, that's what happened.
your story blends with his story, so at least it doesn't appear that he was trying to deceive us.
I would be wary of him. He as well is tainted by the magic of the Shadow Lords. I don't know if he would be useful in a fight against them.
What do you know about the Halun that are controlling the the vultures and the revenants?
We discovered them when we first came to Isik as Malik was setting up his ritual. They had infiltrated the city's government through trickery. They have a lair deep below, connected to the deep. Powerful creatures of an of a underground world. I believe that their current state is a cause from the ritual affecting them.
So they too
Okay.
are affected by this.
Yes, they were mind flayers caught within the magics of the ritual when it struck the city.
Became Halun. Okay.
Wait a minute.
So
You're telling me there's undead mind flayers?
yes,
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
we fought a few of them already, but none have prevailed yet over us.
Goodness, it seems you all have been through much in this place.
We have actually, but
It's been a trip.
well, there is so that's I think that kind of so is there anything Zana that you know about the vault or the content of the vault that
No.
you didn't tell us before?
Uh, I know that Malik sought it out when he first came here, but he was unable to figure out a way to enter it. The ritual that destroyed the city was used to gather large amounts of necrotic energy, but I don't know what he planned to use it for.
Well, let me ask. I'm just trying to catch up to speed with everything. So this entire city, from my understanding, was turned undead
Yeah, and actually,
yes.
you would know this as an Empire resident. It happened 100 years ago under very mysterious circumstances, and it was overrun with undead. Again, mysterious why or where the undead came from, but so far the Empire has not devoted resources to retaking it, just because of the sheer amount of
Okay.
troops they would need. So they've just kind of said nobody go there for now, and it's
So
been that
known
way for
about it,
100 years.
and this answers the question now of what happened. Essentially, is that the Shadow Lord,
Yes.
bam, just used a spell and did some crazy shit and turned everybody to undead. And so sorry, just trying to catch up to speed. So, but if that happened, I mean, is there any way to undo that curse to destroy everything in one go?
Believe we may save the souls, but we don't. We probably can save the lives that have been taken
Well,
by undeath.
The best you
Hey.
can do is free them from their undead imprisonment.
Yes, the magics that have already been done cannot be undone so easily as you might hope.
It's
Well, I have no.
just as you cannot undo a stab wound, really. Just try to heal it afterwards.
After such a long time, I mean, I have no illusions of these people returning home after being undead for so long. But if they were turned this way, could they be all destroyed in one fell swoop by somehow undoing the curse?
We don't know. In fact, we don't really know why Malek did that ritual that way, and what was the purpose of the ritual. I don't think we learned anything about his goal. It was probably part of
She
his
says,
accessing to the vault.
well, I can actually, Zana says, I can give you some information on that.
Oh.
He was wishing to draw energy, life energy, from everyone within the city to create these crystals that contained vast amounts of necrotic energy that could be used to power ancient artifacts. As I said, I don't know why he needed so much or what his purpose was, other than to make these crystals, but I don't know what he wanted to use them for.
There must be some sort of gain. Intelligent evil rarely does evil for no reason. It's almost always to gain more power.
And we know he experimented on demons first, so it may have been part of his experimentation that he's actually joined the whole city. There is a network of old labyrinths and a laboratory where some of his experiments were done, and that is accessed through something called the Hollow. Have you heard about that?
You're asking Zana?
No, I'm
Just in
asking
general.
Gustav to
Okay.
see if he heard about the concept of the Hollow.
He shakes his head. I don't believe I have. I'm learning
Well,
a lot
Schroeder
today.
can explain it better, but there is, Schroeder can probably explain that better than me.
If he's
Well-
not trained in Arcana, he most likely would not even know what it is.
Yeah, he's not.
Kind of weird question for Zana. In one of the hollow locations that we went to, where he was experimenting on demons to try to extract their essence to make more of these crystals, there's actually a Baylor. Do you have any information on how all of that took place, or if you would even be able to defeat one if it would get out?
I don't know much about his experiments outside of Isik. I spent most of my lifetime here. I have dragon blooded. I have dragon blood magic, but I am not as learned of Arcana as some of your wizards. So I don't know much about Baylors or about demons in general.
Well, Baylors are, as far as I understand, some of the most powerful demons there are.
He says, well, I've never fought one, so it's hard to say how I'd do in a fight against it.
I think you'd win.
Why do you ask?
Well, there's one trapped in not all that far from here underground in a laboratory. And I hope, honestly, that it never escapes, but if it does, it would ravish this world as it sees fit.
Are you wishing me to go fight this creature?
I'm simply warning you that that is a possibility that may come about at some point. I'm not sure how permanent its entrapment is.
She would say, well, I don't know if the destruction of a Baylor would be my responsibility to handle.
Responsibility, no, but if it does get out, it may eventually find you and attempt to kill you.
Well, at which point I would deal with it.
So, simply giving you fair warning that there is that possibility.
She nods.
Dana, if we were able to find a way to the Shadowfell, it seems like with Gavox escaping there, we don't know when he would be able to come back here and how. And second, it's very likely that Malek will have exactly the same capabilities, which means that even if we kind of manage to get Malek off the vault, we probably will have to go to the Shadowfell to fight them and defeat them once and for all. There is another reason to go to the Shadowfell and Cadward kind of take a side look at Balefire.
Yeah, that's where I got the items I'm looking for my plane. Guyvox said that they say, likely in one of the fortresses in the Shadowfell. And then if we had helped him, after all of this stuff happens here, he'd take me to the Shadowfell to look for my things. But I didn't really trust what he was saying about helping me anyway. Could be that my items are there.
Well, I would be happy to help you in any way I can, Balefire.
So, do you know, Xana, do you know any way of opening a gate or a portal to the Shadowfell or a way to access the Shadowfell from around here?
No, unfortunately, I never had those powers. That was more Malik who was the one opening gates, and apparently, from what you say, Guyvok can do it as well. But it appeared that, from what I remember, he would search for areas where the lining between the material plane and the Shadowfell were weakest, and those he would often say would make for ideal portals because they would last the longest.
Oh,
But
these
that's
Shadow Lords can apparently open gates to Shadowfell. It seems defeating them may prove to be difficult if they can simply retreat whenever they wish. Perhaps next time I can try and get a hold of one of them and restrain them a little bit to prevent them from jumping through a portal.
That could be a good try. Do we know what item? And again, have we seen what item is actually used to open this portal?
I think I saw some kind of ring, but I would wish to speak with Chiron to see if he has any more knowledge on the subject and what could potentially prevent it from happening again.
I
Yeah,
believe
that maybe is a good follow up here.
I believe there are magics one can use to prevent teleportation and the use of magical gates. But as I said, my Arcana knowledge is limited.
So Xana, would you be okay if we were offering refuge? So our allies, hobgoblins, and we may have other allies that are actually under the threat of the undead or the Haloons. Could they benefit from your sanctuary here and from the safety from the Drake if they were to stay at the smithy or around in the courtyard?
Yes.
while you kind of watch.
So if they limit their movements to the smith and the courtyard, the northwest courtyard area, the area we're in now, I would be fine with them taking refuge here. But if they go into the keep or approach my lair, I cannot guarantee their safety.
Well, thank you. We are going to carry the news to them. Some of them may look like metal men. We're not sure yet. They are more like recent allies, but we will need all the help we can use when we go to the under caves and face Malek at the vault. So if everybody can effectively be under your protection until that time, that would be very, very beneficial.
Did you say
Uh,
metal men?
I will speak up on that subject, saying yes, they are warforged, and I'm not sure about all of them, but the queen herself may actually be older than you. She says that she was around for a very long time
Where
during the Dwarven period.
where did these metal men come from? We, at least when I was here 100 years ago, Malik had no knowledge of Warforged in the area.
They were in hiding in one of the vaults.
That's strange. There were detection spells used, and we Malik never found anything hidden here.
They are
He
very
was
well made, and I believe they do have some form of magical item craftsmanship, so I highly doubt they wouldn't be able to conceal themselves
he's,
very well.
he says,
Well,
"Wait,
would
is this the cathedral? The lights I've been seeing in the nighttime."
It is.
Ah, that would explain that then. So you say they had hidden somewhere, but you say they are your allies as well.
Yes, they are friendly with us, and we actually. He's not here currently because I don't believe he's much of a fighter, but we were given one of their envoys as basically a way for them to gain more knowledge on today's era.
I see.
would would Malik have known about Demi though, if he was doing experiments and doing things with the Hollow?
Who is Demi?
He may have interacted with her, but I'm
You
not
said
sure how much interaction they had,
So,
or if he
Demi,
knew what she really was.
yeah, okay.
she says, "Well, I think I will leave you to your thoughts. I want to go check on my lair, make sure nothing has happened during this fight. Balefire, you can feel free to come visit me later if you wish to speak more."
Hmm.
Thank you.
And she turns into a large dragon, once again hopping off the ground, taking flight as she moves back towards her tower.
This group has the
Let's go down
weirdest.
to sorry.
I
Let's go
take it
down to
enough time
Taran.
has passed. Raven?
Yeah, so you were able to gather 14 gold of Shadow Essence, 30 of Bodak Essence, 40 of Wraith Essence, and 60 of Shadow Demon Essence.
These
What was the Wraith Essence again? That's the one I missed.
I'll just send it to the chat.
Alright.
so these shadow lords that we're facing. I mean, were these people once? I mean, how does one become a shadow lord? Is it something similar to becoming a
That's a
lich?
great question that I've been trying to figure out
We
for
know
no
Malek.
particular reason.
Yeah, so we know Malek was a student of Gavok, and Gavok was imprisoned by the dwarf. Maybe so. It was like a long time ago, way before Isik. So Malek was kind of a student gone rogue, probably. And though we don't know exactly what Gavok wanted to do with Malek exactly, he wanted us to fight Malek, but he was trying to guide us to kill the Shadow Dragon. he helped us. He ran a ritual. We let him run a ritual because he was saying that would take some of Malek's power away, but we found out that he lied to us about that, which is one part of the reason we decided to side with the dragon.
I wonder what set Guyvok on his path all those years ago then. I wonder if he was always had such dark powers, or if they merely found them somehow.
Yeah, so Guyvok is more ancient than Malek, and Malek become his student. So there is a way to become a Shadow Lord. Oh, and one thing we know, by the way, we haven't mentioned yet, is that they're studying a power that is much more potent than necrotic energy, called void energy. And we actually have there is a gnome living on the island in the center of the city that is actually studying that thing, and is protected by creatures that have been kind of affected by that energy. So we may go back there at some point to talk to NIA. NIA is kind of a lead
Aranye.
gnome. Aranye, yes.
Just add a character real quick. It makes me very happy that you guys went to the island. Anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty much where we started actually. When we came up, that was our first day.
It's just because my group, like, I was the only one that wanted to go to the island. I was harping on it for like months, and we finally did. It was just, okay, anyway.
Well,
we kind of lost
a friend.
someone.
Yeah, we
going
lost a
there.
friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
Someone thought it'd be a good idea to swim.
Yeah. Even to fly. So in any case, I think we should go back to Chiron, which is our kind of. There's a library there, and he's kind of an ally too. So we can, like Schroeder was saying, we can try to get a little bit more info from what we just learned.
Calgrod, is there an issue with the IC action chat?
You there?
I tried using a command and it didn't work.
Oh yeah. Yes, I will fix that. Yes.
Okay.
This is something that. Hi. I'll give you the rundown into your private chat now.
So,
Yep.
are you using different vials to collect those essences? I'm not sure if you have enough glass to separate them all out. I guess, one of you used a potion. So if you use potions and place the vials down afterwards, I guess you could collect those later, because those are all glass vials.
Yeah,
True
Bill
adventurers.
after-
True adventurers shadow their vials
Yeah.
after drinking them.
They
No.
just eat the vial as well.
Yeah, I
You
just
drink the potion and eat the
real
vial.
adventurers. Yeah, real adventurers eat glass.
Huzzah! And just smash it on the ground. Healing! But yeah, so you had those essence you collected. And what does the group want to do at this point? The yard's quiet. The drakes kind of went back to what they were doing, now ignoring you as they know you're supposed to be here.
So we're going to go back down to Chiron, and after we get Schroeder gets the answers he wants, we'll probably head back to the hobgoblins and bring them to the courtyard. It will be way safer around here.
Alright, so you head below to speak with Chiron. Alright, so you can pull yourselves into the library. I'll put our new player there since he doesn't have it mapped out yet.
Oh, thank you.
But Chiron is standing there, the books as usual kind of floating around him as he observes them. As you open the door, he looks up from his books and says, "Welcome back, Shadowstalkers. I hope your battle with the dragon went well."
It went. We didn't battle the dragon. In fact, the dragon is now an ally of ours. We actually defeated we actually forced Gavok to retreat from that plane.
An interesting tactic, turning on Gaivok and befriending the dragon. What were you saying, Balefire? Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah. Did Chiron know that it was Gaivok, or did he think it was Thorn?
Uh, that's a good question. I don't remember if you revealed that info to him. I think you did tell him it was Gaivok because he was telling you to be cautious about trusting him.
Yeah.
He says, and this dragon, you think that she is trustworthy?
We
Yes. I struck a chord with her.
Oh, I would be careful. She is still infused with the magic of the Shadow Lords.
so Karen, she actually the Shadow Lord can banish her at will. Seems like.
So why did he have you all fight her if he could dismiss her so easily?
That is likely because he was telling the truth about using her essence to fight Malek, but we believe that he also lied to us about the fact that his power would kind of equalize with Malek. There's no such thing as such, so as he gained more power, he would become a more dangerous foe for us in the long run.
Leaves many things unanswered. Who is this new person you've brought into my library?
I want to look the face on Gustav's face when he sees Karen. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely seemed surprised, but I mean, at the same time, most of his surprise had been gotten out when, like, the dragon first appeared. He, like, rose up his shield and, like, warhammers at the ready, and he's, like, ready to go. And then the dragon started talking, and I was like, okay. So this is like he's still surprised, but he's like he was definitely more surprised at the dragon. Like he's starting to become normalized to this.
cool.
So,
Just pointing out to Gustav, by the way, this is Chiron is with us. There is another guy like him, but he's not with us.
Ah, I see.
is there another guy like me? He says, kind of sarcastically. Who is this other guy?
Yeah, Chiron,
Your
you know.
apprentice?
Yeah,
Ah, yes,
you
the one
know.
you defeated. I see.
Yeah. Well, he's still around here. We haven't seen him for a while, but he's still around here.
Most likely building up his power for his next attack.
What?
Yeah.
Um,
So, so Shorter, you want to go ahead and ask? I think you were asking about. No, you had a question for Karen, right?
Are me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so there were a couple things I actually wanted to ask you if you had the knowledge on it. First was potentially any way to revert a shadow dragon back to its original heritage, like unshadowing it in a
No,
sense.
the essence of dragons is heavily linked to the arcane. It's why their blood is so infused with magic. One of the bad things about this is it can be easily manipulated by other types of magic, such as shadow and void, or necrotic energies. Once mixed, there is no way to separate the two. She will be a shadow dragon until she dies.
That is quite unfortunate.
I suppose there's always the realm of miracles and the will of gods, but I don't think that is a reasonable solution for anything.
Um, okay, well, also, do you have any knowledge on a way to gain access to the Shadowfell? It seemed like he was able to just at will tear the fabric of reality to create a portal there.
It doesn't surprise me if he is heavily linked to the Shadowfell. Though planeswalking is beyond my abilities, only the most powerful wizards can travel between planes. I am but a simple court wizard, and my abilities are limited. You could do some research and possibly find more information about such things, but I myself do not have the power to do that. It is a spell that a more powerful wizard can channel.
There is a way to prevent opening such a portal.
Yeah, that was the next question.
Oh, sorry for
Uh,
that.
he says, well, there's anti-magic. He's thinking. He says anti-magic would probably be the easiest way. There are spells that can anchor areas, making them impossible to teleport from, as well as opening gates. Those could be of use, though I don't remember their names off the top of my head. Probably rituals can also be done to ward areas from teleportation and planeswalking. Again, all things that would need to be researched. Nothing I know off the top of my head.
Probably
Oh, by the
the
way,
anchor
Gustav,
spell.
when we entered, there's a large bat that kind of started to come get a scratch from Calgrod, and Calgrod kind of so the bat looks like a large. I mean, kind of. I mean, she has a shape that is very kind of human-like in a way, but she's actually a bat.
Might be a little bit creepy.
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy.
He says, well,
Uh,
what is your plan now? If you are not fighting the dragon, what do you plan to do to gain defenses against his powers, or do you wish to just confront him?
Well,
Malik, that
so
is.
General, we actually confronted Guyvok, and we kind of prevailed, forcing him to fail, and we didn't even protect ourselves against necrotic energy. So my thinking is that personally, but that's just what I'm sharing with the group now. We should do the same to Malek. Try to kind of get him off this plane at least. Try to recover the two keys, open the vault for ourselves, and then figure out what's our next step to gain access to the Shadowfell.
So you're going to approach Guyvok in the caves below?
Malek.
Oh yeah, Malik.
Well,
Well,
we have
Malik
enough
has the
allies now.
keys. He has 2 keys. If he teleports back to the Shadowfell with them, we won't be able to open the vault.
Assuming he hasn't
Well,
opened the vault already.
well, he
Well, we
can't.
know where the 3rd key is, so unless he was
Yeah,
able to open it without that.
There's a chance
yeah.
if he was down there long enough, he may have figured out a way. But hopefully he hasn't.
Well, I mean, so, and the only thing we know about the vault is about Butcher, so we have to be careful about what Butcher said. We haven't seen the vault by ourselves yet. I think that's probably the next step we need to take, is to actually see where Malek is, try to kind of sneak on him, maybe not attack, but at least see what's going on down there, and see by ourselves rather than still trusting this Butcher guy.
Well, whatever you choose to do, you have my support if you wish to use the library. Just let me know what your plan is. I have. I would be happy to participate in the downfall of Malik for the people of Isik that he took.
I think I'm gonna, unless we have plans on leaving anytime soon, I'm going to immediately start researching spells to anchor places from teleportation.
All right. So is the group leaving, going anywhere, doing anything at this point, or do you want to start doing research, which will take some downtime?
Well, we'll probably at least do a long rest. Yeah, and just for stay there for the rest of the day, and then take a long rest, and then we need to kind of gather the allies and bring them in the keep. So the Warforged, the Hobgoblins, Jean-Luc. Am I missing anybody? Maybe Dinera's people. Well, Dinera's people may are still fine, but if we want to get to the under cave with these guys already, we have a bunch of people to help us get through the riffraff down there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So you want to go
Um,
gather some of these people, or try to?
Yeah, I think that's yeah. Well, and Schroeder can start his study, but a few of us we should probably stealthily go like warn the different faction and bring them back in the keep.
I
All right.
also want to ask Chiron if a dimensional anchor spell would also prevent Malik from banishing the dragon at will, like Guyvok did.
It's possible because it would prevent spells that allow travel. I guess banishment is technically a spell that sends someone to a different plane. So if you could figure out how to ward an area from that sort of magic, it would most likely prevent that spell.
Even if it wasn't a spell.
That I couldn't say. It's magic can be finicky, so it's hard to know without experimentation. But beware, that sort of magic would also probably stop any type of teleporting or quick travel.
Yes, as like Misty Step or such.
Indeed, yes.
Hmm.
All right, so or not Gustav, Schroeder, you're going to start doing research here,
Yeah.
and the rest of you are going to go where?
So in where the hobgoblins are, we'll probably bring them back one by one, and make sure they stay in the courtyard and explain to them they shouldn't approach the dragon, stay in the smithy, and all that kind of stuff.
All right, so now that
So
you have control of the courtyard, you can actually use the front gate. But there are still a bunch of ghouls outside, so I'm assuming you would still want to go underground.
yeah, we'll probably still use the market access and get over there. And so we'll probably start with the tavern where they are, the inn where they are right now first.
All right, so you're getting the hobgoblins first.
Yeah. Um, should we discuss? Are we doing that as a kind of a stealth operation, or what's the feeling of everybody here?
I mean, at least till we get to them.
Okay. All right.
All right, so the area over here is still filled with the sword wraiths, but as usual, they let you pass without issue. The marketplace as well has a bunch of their troops and groupings. So give me a d20 roll for events. Let's see if anything happens on your journey to the hobgoblins. Now, are you all trying to be stealthy, or are you just trying to move quickly through the city?
We'll try to be stealthy. We'll help with the stealth. Valfar and me will kind of help Nico and Gustav. So is Schroeder coming with us or staying to study?
I think he said he was staying.
All right.
Unless you all... I mean, it's up to you all
Do
how
you
you
want
want to
me
do
to
this.
go with you guys, or do you want me to do the research
Who-
now?
Alright, here, we'll start
Well,
back here.
can you still do your telepathy?
Yeah, I can set up a telepathic bond.
All right, so let's do that, and we'll call you if we need you. Can you actually teleport to us, if or to one of us, or see one of us and teleport if we need your help?
I can't instantly teleport, but I can get there.
Aye.
Alright, so Schroeder is staying in the library. And yeah, the rest of you are trying to use stealth as you move through the tunnels. Give me a d20 roll, someone. Oh,
Uh,
alright. Well, so while you're going through the tunnels, at about halfway through, the floor would give way. I need deck saves from everyone.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Oh, Nico is caught
It's not
completely off
natural
guard.
though. It's a dirty one.
So that's 2. Looks like I need 2 more deck saves. Alright, so Calgrod, Balefire made it. Nico, who are we missing? Gustav?
Mhm.
Are you there, Gustav?
we may have lost Gustav.
Did he
Oh, no.
mute?
No.
Can you hear me?
I hear
There
you
we
now.
Now yes.
Okay.
We need a deck save from you.
All right.
As the floor got caved in as you were walking through these tunnels.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I suck at deck save.
Alright,
Hey,
so
better than me.
unfortunately, while Balefire and Calgrad are able to jump back, Gustav and Nico go falling down about 40 feet. Smashing into the floor below, taking 18 bludgeoning damage. And it seems like the floor that you've been using to travel before this without issue gave way into a large open area down below that looks like a new type of... Actually, it wouldn't be a new type, but it looks like... does anyone have history?
Yeah.
Who's that?
You,
Calgrad?
yeah, Calvert.
Give me a history roll as you look down below. Your friend's kind of going, ugh, from the fall. All right, so yeah, you don't recognize the architecture. You do think it looks dwarven, but you can't place your thumb on when exactly, like what era. But it's a large open area with several tunnels. It looks like in terms of like modern things, it would look like a subway train platform. There's tunnels going north and south, and there's like a area that's kind of raised up a little, like 5 or 6 feet. And yeah, it's kind of a large open area.
Okay.
What do you all
That
wish to
is
do?
well. We'll certainly help them come back up. I mean, we are on our way to get the going, so we can come back later now that we know it's there.
All right, so you lower ropes to get them out and
Yeah.
continue.
Do I have a rope? Actually, I think we may have to pick in Balefire's. I don't think I have a rope on me myself.
Does Balefire have
Do
a
I
rope?
Yeah.
I have a rope
All right, so yeah,
that
you
I
can
can throw up
you
at them, but
use. Yeah, that's fine. You can use your ropes to get them up. So it looks like the path forward is still somewhat usable. There's a small ledge that one could balance on, or you can use a rope and pitons to make some sort of like handrail to move across it easier. If anyone has 2 pitons and 10 feet of rope.
I think I've got that covered.
Alright, so if you minus those supplies, you can make a passage over this pit, and the group could easily continue. So yeah, when you get to the area over here, you would see the sword wraiths. They greet you as you move through. And now going through the city, I need stealth checks from the group.
Oh, jeez.
So 12,
we're doing
9,
so good, guys.
4, and Balefire. So
Ooh.
17 and 12 are the high rolls as the group is going through the city.
That's great.
Luckily, you're doing pretty well. It doesn't seem like there are many ghouls in this area, and you had managed to get back. Or wait, I'm moving the wrong token. What am I doing? So yeah, you moved down through this area, managing to quickly travel to where the hobgoblins are. You see that there are now lots of lights and smoke coming from the cathedral. And yeah, the hobgoblins are here. Orcard would greet you as you return. It's now probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He says, I'm glad to see you're all well. Where is your warlock?
Well, we have found a better place, a safer place for you to stay with your group, and you can even kind of get Jean-Luc and his cohorts with you all since there. We have made another alliance.
I haven't heard of, or I haven't heard from Jean-Luc. So
Okay,
hopefully
so
he's well.
right, well, we may go check it out, but you'll be safe inside the keep under the protection of Xana, the Shadow Dragon.
The dragon. You've
Yes,
made allies with the dragon?
Yes.
yes, we saved
Oh,
her life.
well done. Are you sure it's safe?
Yes.
Yep.
And how would I approach the keep? It's surrounded by thousands of undead.
We'll guide you. We have a way in, and we'll guide you with through our lies.
All right.
Gather you men.
He says it's going to be a little bit difficult moving all our people through the city quietly, but I guess we have no choice to try to just move quickly and get past any
Yeah,
ghouls.
yeah. We didn't see any on our way here, so if we hurry up, we may be able to get back without with a little bit of luck.
All right, so moving the hobgoblins might require some combat, as you won't be able to go stealthy. Being that we're close to 2, this might be a good place to wrap up.
So
Yeah.
we'll warn Shorter saying, "Hey, Shorter, we may need your help on the way back." Then.
Understood.
All right, and how is Schroeder going to get to you?
Magic.
Do you have a teleport
Magic.
spell?
No. I will just go invisible.
So you're going to try to come over here?
When it's needed, do you want me to start heading there now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
We can say you're on your way over. Using invisibility, I'll see if you get there okay. But why don't we do MVP votes and wrap for now, and we can figure it out next time.
Just one other thing. Can we do a short rest before heading out again, as we are waiting for Shorter?
Yeah, but let's do that next time so I can
All
see
right.
if
All right.
anything happens. But yeah, go ahead, give me whispered MVP votes.
All right.
All right.
I got 4 votes. Who am I missing? Looks like a tie between Gustav and Nico. So I
Oh,
need
thank you.
D20 rolls from the 2 of you.
I need to use mine. Gustav can have it.
Alright, so Nico drops
Oh,
out, and
Yeah.
Gustav, congrats. You are MVP.
all
How
right.
many do you have, Nico?
Thank you.
I think I have 6, but I haven't
Oh.
used it in a while, so
So Nico, Gustav, you start with 1, so you should have 2 now.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that in my resources. Thank you.
Yep, welcome to the group.
welcome.
Hopefully
Welcome to the
everyone
group.
had fun, and next
Yeah.
time we'll
Yeah.
attempt to move our resources into position as we prepare for the final encroachment on the Shadow Lord.
Get to come into a nice fun battle.
Uh,
See some interesting. Get to see some old faces.
yeah, familiar
Familiar faces, yeah.
storyline. Any questions before we wrap for the day?
Well, I mean, it's always interesting seeing like every party's, even just when I was a part, like every party's playthrough is so different. Like I didn't even know befriending the dragon was an option.
But you gotta have
Like,
someone who's just like a rabbit to make that happen.
Balefire did have some pretty impressive persuasion rolls.
Like 30 plus a couple times.
It did help that we met her as a humanoid first.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
There's so many different. Yeah, it's a fun campaign. All right, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next.
See you guys later. Talk to you next week from Seattle.
Right.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take
See you
care,
next
everyone.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye bye.